Hello and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to talk about residency permit for an investor in Tanzania. So did you know that Tanzania is one of the easiest countries to get a residential permit as an investor? You're going to find out in this video. So before we start the video, I'd like to talk about our company Brand Genesis. What is Brand Genesis? Brand Genesis is a company that is going to help you. If you want to start a business in the East African area, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Malawi, Mozambique, with company registration, work permits, residential permits, recruiting top talent, and so many other things. So let's get started with the video. So what do you need to get a residential permit as an investor in Tanzania? Well, very easy. Tanzania has very low restrictions when it comes to getting a residential permit. So first of all, you need to have a business. Once you have already registered your business and you have it, you already have a business license, from there on it's very easy. So in order to get a residential permit, for an investor, you need to a Class A permit. A Class A permit is for investors in the mining, agriculture, consultancy businesses, and so many other businesses that are listed here below. So once you get a Class A residential permit, you only have to pay $3,000 for a non-East African community citizen, and for an East African community citizen, you only pay $1,500. That's it. So, unlike other countries whereby in order for you to have a residential permit, you need maybe $100,000 worth of investment in order for you to even be considered. But in Tanzania, no, it's not like that. So you can just start a small, well, not quite a small, but a medium-sized business once you have a proof of the list of assets by that business. So for example, if you're doing, let's say you're a creative, you can list your cameras, you can list your computer equipment, those as assets, and you just pay the $3,000. So Tanzania is completely a non-restrictive country, and there are just some few minor challenges that make it not to rank in one of the best, easiest places to do business. And those challenges actually have to do with getting the loan and whatever. But in most cases, it's very easy to get a residential permit. So if you are from the diaspora, it gets even better. If you previously had a citizenship with Tanzania, it only cost you $1,000 in order for you to invest in Tanzania. So in that case, what does this mean? This means that at whatever scale of business that you're thinking of doing, you can be able to start in Tanzania. For example, there's this place I'd like to talk about. It's called EPZA. This is a special economic zone. What? You're shocked? Yes, Tanzania has special economic zones. EPZA is an export processing zone authority. So essentially, what the Tanzanian government has done here, it has created these special places whereby if you are manufacturing goods for export purposes, you can be able to start industries in those areas at very minimal friction, very minimum, more minimum than you can ever think. If you're thinking of starting an industry, let's say of 10 employees, 20 employees, 100, there are places whereby you can rent warehouses, you can rent factory space, and you can bring in your equipment and start an industry for export purposes, and the tax is very low. I'm going to put the tax amount here so that I don't get it wrong for the video. But if you're an investor and you're thinking of starting in Tanzania, starting a company or an industry in Tanzania, it's very easy. And guess what? Labor is cheap. You can actually get cheap labor at the very heart of cities. Unlike in other countries whereby you have to go to rural places and start industries, but here in Tanzania you can actually start an industry, a manufacturing industry in Dar es Salaam. You can start it in Dar es Salaam is actually the most ideal place because it's direct to the port, but you can start it in other places depending on where you're trying to position your company, but you can start it in Dar es Salaam. You can literally there's an area, there are places like they're called like Kisemvule, Bagamoyo. These places are like 1 or 2 hours away from the port, so you literally just make goods, take them to the port. Make goods, for example, Kisemvule is around, not factoring into traffic, it's around 1 hour away from the port. So you literally make goods and you take them directly to the port for export purposes. So yeah, so that's it. If you have any other questions in regarding to residential permits in Tanzania as an investor, you can comment down below, or you can contact us through the contacts down below. I hope this video was helpful. Looking forward to the next one. You can click this link here to watch the next video, or subscribe to our channel to become part of our family. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.